Hey, Y&R fans. Yes, it's midweek Wednesday. Happy hump day. And we had some more drama in Genoa City. And you know what? I gotta say, you had the opportunity, ma'am, but you let it slip through your hands. And now your choices are coming back to bite you. I'm gonna give you a few highlights and then we'll dive deep into this episode. But first, make sure you're subscribed to this channel for more. First, we see Diane and Jack realizing that Victor is Glissade's secret investor. We also see Billy firing Lily after throwing her criminal record in her face. And then we see a date, or what we would call, I guess, a date, even though they're looking at real estate listings, between Claire and Kyle. So without any further ado, let's unpack this Genoa City drama for August 21st. So the scene opens up with Victor, the undisputed king of playing mind games, practically lurking at the entrance of the GCAC, waiting to have this conversation with Billy. And of course, he creates this web around Billy, and he's the proverbial fly who just can't seem to learn his lesson. So Victor wastes no time cornering Billy, and with that familiar glint of mischief in his eyes, starts to poke and prod. Now, Billy, being sarcastic, tried to deflect with a few jabs of his own, but Victor, he's having none of it. He's in a mood, and when Victor's in a mood, it's best to just buckle up and enjoy the ride. Now, he challenges Billy to join him in the lounge for a more civilized discussion, but we all know that there's nothing civil about a conversation with Victor. Now, as they head off, we cut to Lily and Nikki, who are watching this showdown from a distance. Now, Lily's expression says it all. Billy looks absolutely miserable, like a kid who knows he's about to get a stern talking to from the principal. Now, Nikki, being observant as well, can sense that Lily's got one eye on Billy and the other eye on the inevitable shoe that's about to drop. Now, they have a whole conversation about the never-ending drama, of course, with Victor involved, and why does he do the thing that he does? Some sense of twisted loyalty, or just does he enjoy the chaos? Nikki, though, being his loyal Newman wife, suspect that it's a bit of both. She's more concerned about Lily's position at Chancellor. Selling the company to Jill was one thing, but if Victor had known it would end up in Billy's hand, let's just say it might have been a different story altogether. Now, Nikki's got this sixth sense about these things. Sharing the top spot with Billy isn't working out for Lily, and she can tell. But why is Nikki so interested? Lily's curiosity is piqued, but Nikki plays it cool. She claims it's because she can always hear Catherine Chancellor in her head, reminding her of the legacy she left behind. And let's be real, if anyone got a right to be protective of Chancellor, it's Nikki. Now, Lily, on the other hand, feels the weight of a legacy just as much, if not even more. Catherine would be thrilled to see Lily at the helm. Nikki is musing, but she's not so sure about Billy. If there's one thing Billy is good at, is turning gold into garbage, and Nikki's hoping Lily is the one keeping that ship afloat. Now, Lily reassures Nikki that she got it all under control, at least so she thinks in this moment. Chancellor is as much as a family business to her as it is to anyone. She's not about to let anyone, not even Billy, tarnish Catherine's legacy. Now, Nikki nods, visibly relieved. That's exactly what she wanted to hear, but you can tell underneath all those reassurances, there's lingering doubt. Meanwhile, Victor's already in the lounge making Billy sweat. He gets straight to the point. He wants those pesky rumors about him planning to take over Chancellor shut down now. Now, Billy, ever the poker player, senses Victor's agitation and wonders if there's some truth to this gossip. Now, Victor, being the infamous Newman chuckle that he has, brushes it off. He's got too many irons in the fire to be bothered with all of this. I don't have time to take all these calls from people about Chancellor. He's scoffing and lying, adding a little dig about how lucky Billy is to have Lily saving his ass. Ouch. Billy, trying to keep his cool, claimed he doesn't need saving, thank you very much. But Victor got him on the ropes, questioning why Jill even ever thought it was a good idea to give him the reins in the first place. And then, like a shark smelling blood, Victor casually brings up the rumor about Jill's health. Billy hackles are up now, and he quickly shut that down. There's nothing to worry about, thank you very much. They agree with a bit of forced civility not to spread any rumors about each other. But Victor can't resist one last jab as he leaves. This ain't no sandbox. Victor was like, yeah, but it's a lion's den and you better watch your butt, he warns off before he saunters off. Back upstairs again, Lily's still digesting her conversation with Nikki when Victor drops in to inform her that Billy's waiting downstairs. He just set some boundaries with him, he says, and with that, he's off to join Nikki. Now, the power couple sat in and Nikki fills him in on the chat with Lily. She's devoted to Chancellor, no doubt about that, but she and Billy, they're not seeing eye to eye, and Nikki smells a power struggle brewing. Victor, being the strategist, suggests that, hey, let it play out. If they're lucky, Billy will self-destruct and Lily would take control. But Nikki's no fool. She knows Lily's too smart to just hand over the power, even if she does respect them. Now, Victor, being the puppet master that he is, thinks that they can make her feel like she's part of the Newman team. Nikki agrees, but with the condition that Catherine's legacy has to be as important to Lily as it is to her. And Lily, bless her heart, has no idea just how deep she's in. Now, things are about to get dicey downstairs as Lily finds Billy in the lounge, and she's not in the mood for games. She demands to know what Victor said about going after Chancellor. Billy, deflecting, tells her that she doesn't have a right to know and changes the subject. But then, in a move that knocks the wind right out of her, Billy dropped that bombshell that he decided that their partnership, it isn't working, and she is out. Just like that. He's going to pay her off and send her on her way because, according to him, they can't trust each other, and Lily's floored. They start bickering about who's the bigger liability, with Billy even throwing her criminal record in her face. I mean, you do have one as well with the embezzlement, Billy, but hey, they're both in the same boat, so are they both a liability? But yeah, that was a low blow, Billy. But Lily's not going down without a fight. She tells him he got a battle on his hand and he better be ready. She cannot believe she chose him over her brother, and now look where it's gotten to her. The trust between them is shattered, and she's sure Jill won't be on board with this plan, but Billy is adamant. He's the one stopping her from taking Chancellor's down, not the other way around. And with that, he declares they're done. It's over. Absolutely stunned, Lily retreats upstairs, collapsing into a wingback chair, utterly defeated. Now, Nikki and Victor are watching, and they're sharing a look. The chasm between Lily and Billy just got a whole lot wider, and they both know why. Meanwhile, over at the Abbott estate, the tension is a little bit more subtle, but no less significant. Now, Kyle with Claire showing him a puppet that Harrison made, and it's adorable, sure, but there's a weight hanging over Kyle. He's glad Harrison's having fun, but Claire, being perceptive, can tell that something's off. She notices that Harrison picked up on the tension between his parents, and she's been doing her best to reassure him. Now, Kyle is grateful, and it's clear that he's struggling too. He's starting to see a light at the end of the tunnel, but it's dim and far away. Claire, bless her heart, try to be there for him. She knows things have been tough, and she offers herself as a sounding board if he ever needs it. Kyle appreciates it, and after she goes to check on Harrison, he admitted things might be improving with Summer, especially about the custody arrangement. Claire's impressed on how much they both care about their son, but you can tell she's worried about Kyle. He's holding on to something and is eating him up inside. Later, they decide to grab dinner at Society with this little date, I guess, as they chat about house hunting. A moment of levity. Now, Claire got a thing for vintage bathrooms, and Kyle's all ears. It's a nice distraction, but there's still that underlying tension and unresolved issues that neither of them can fully escape. We swing over to Jabot. Jack and Diane are having a little heart-to-heart of their own. Billy's on their minds, and they both agree he's a brat when he doesn't get his way. But then again, so is Kyle. Now, Jack, feeling the weight of the world on his shoulders, trying to manage his brother's antics and his son's issues. Diane, being diplomatic, tries to assure him that he's just pushing them to be better, but it's clear she's worried too. Reluctantly, though, Diane admits she gets why Billy would want to use the Abbott name for the company. It's his legacy, too, after all. Now, Jack, on the other hand, is more concerned about the messes Billy leaves in his wake. And as if dealing with Billy wasn't enough, there's Kyle's secret meetings with Victor to worry about, too. Jack got a bad feeling that Victor's the mystery hand behind Glissade, and the thought that Kyle might be involved is almost too much to bear. Diane, being pragmatic, tried to reassure him maybe Victor is not the villain in every story, but it's hard for Jack to see it that way. If Kyle is working with Victor, does that mean that they should just let him fail? Now, Jack doesn't think so. Instead, he decides they need to get back in Kyle's good graces. And according to Diane, even if that means playing dirty, and Diane is always ready for a challenge, she agreed. She's willing to make the sacrifice if it means protecting their son. And finally, as they head to Society for dinner, they spot Kyle and Claire. Now, Jack's worried, but Diane's relieved that Claire seems to be the one keeping Kyle calm. They had this whole back and forth, and Kyle was acting like they weren't standing there, but Claire had a whole conversation with them. Jack's already plotting, though, determined to uncover Kyle's connection to Victor, and the wheels are definitely turning, and you can bet he won't rest until he gets to the bottom of all of this. Okay, so there you have it. Another day in Genoa City comes to a close with the power struggles more intense than ever. Let's get the conversation started down in the comment section. Will Billy and Lily partnership survive? I hope not. Can Jack and Diane protect their sons from Victor's influence? And what will become of Chancellor Industries? And what will become of this connection we see in between Kyle and Claire? And what will Summer do next once she finds that out? Let me know your thoughts. Also, make sure you stick around for the bold and the beautiful recap for today, as well as we still have more drama in LA as Steffi is forced to make a heart-wrenching decision about her marriage. After making that decision, Steffi confronts Hope, determined to get to the bottom of the betrayal and find out what led to these turn of events. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you're notified every time a video is posted. I am T from Soap Corner Talk, and until the next one, we'll see you all soon. Bye, Soapies.